Making a video, probably in pieces. Feeding time for the animals. So, yeah, thought we would do feeding time. This is Mellow. That's what I call him anyway. He's not very smart. Cats are often not very smart. And so he doesn't know what dish is really his dish. He thinks everybody's dish is his dish. And so he creates all kinds of politics. Because he's not very smart. He kind of likes being petted though, so I try to teach him to play along correctly. I have to open this can. Complicated. Santino. That's Santino there. Anyway, I know this isn't a terribly fascinating video, but you get what you get here. Yeah, I figured out this is a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Yeah. Feeding cats. So, the other cat, known as the Maui face, he'll tolerate getting petted, but you have to be really careful. See, look at he's getting a suspicious face. But he looks so much better. He had all this stuff falling off of him this winter. He was really a mess. So, but he's eating out of the wrong dish. So the other cat is, there's two cats that look like this cat. See, she's Fatty, but that's not a good name. That was what the people who abandoned her called her. So I've never properly named her. I just call her Girl Cat. But she's really cranky. But she has perfect eyes. If you can see those eyes, she has these great eyes. But yeah, she's kind of, she doesn't like anybody. Everybody's a problem, including me. She likes to get pet about 4 times, and that's about it. She just wants her food. Everybody just to leave her alone. So, yeah, you got your food. See, now this is unusual behavior for her. She usually hates. See, she's hissing. Yeah, see, she's still got all her teeth. Bitches. Anyway, so the other cat is that gray one there. So that one looks a lot like the other cat. See, now that one went over to Santino, and the other cat, Maui Face, get along. And come on, Mellow. Come on. So he gets his, he eats their food, and then he comes over to eat his food, which makes him a bit of a pig. But, what are you gonna do? He's a cat. Alright, yes, you're gonna get 2 portions. That's right. Yes. But, like I say, he's pretty skittish, but he does tolerate. Just if I keep it simple, he's okay. So you can give him a little bit of a scratch. You can get away with a few things, but you can't come at him with your hand. If he sees your hand coming towards him, like this, well, now he's getting better. Yeah, every day gets a little better. He's just a little. Okay, eat your food. Yeah, eat. Okay, anyway. So was that fun? I don't know if I'm gonna make this a video or not. Feeding cat. So that's Maui Face. See, he's been around for 10 years maybe, and he still does that. He's still afraid of me. 10 years. He still thinks I'm the enemy. I mean, that's just how, I don't know what happens to these animals, but somebody must do something to them. Now, so of course, Santino has to be an idiot. He left his dish. Where did he go? So he'll probably bother. Mellow, he wasn't that hungry. Now the blue jays are eating the food. Yeah, so I'm feeding blue jays now. Yeah. I do what I can. So, till next time. Alright, getting on. Feeding time again. Cats. I won't bother with the actual feeding. See if they show up and whatnot. A couple of little flowers for the hell of it. It's charming out here. Warm today, boy. It's good though. So anyway, speaking of warm, Freely, Banana Girl, and Pink Moon. Pink Moon had mentioned Freely and said something about her being an Ephesus, which I thought was kind of a mistake. Yeah, I don't think she is. She certainly is a pretty down on human reproduction, anyway. So in that sense, she's a hard, kind of anti-natalist in the sense that she, people should take a test to have kids, whatever kind of impediments you can put in their way. Too many people on Earth, environmental destruction, blah blah blah, and that humans are basically suck anyway. That they're not a very nice animal. So anyway, I watched a few of her videos for these videos just because Peach had meant, Peach, ugh, brain damage. Pink Moon had mentioned it, and just talking about the idea of what you call yourself and how you identify yourself. And yeah, I just made up Ethelist, just because of you can play with words. The whole life spelled backwards thing, you could just say unlifist or anti-pro-lifist or unpro-lifist or some kind of junk like that. Cat A, Cat B, not necessarily good. Yes, he wants a pet. Oh, it's been a hot day, huh, buddy? Yeah, hot day. Yes, anyway, so I might as well pet the cat while I'm talking. So I did watch a few of her videos. They were in Indonesia doing some fruit festival thing. I guess they run or whatever, sponsor or do something with to make money. And, she does make money on her videos, which always does taint things a little bit. But she is very, kind of, both of them, her and the Lander guy, they're both kind of there. They don't seem like there's too much pretentiousness or bullshit, psychology bullshit they're playing. But like I said, it is sort of their game of life, is being these green people, kind of, being advocates for this healthier lifestyle just as to be, better people, just be healthier, and the idea that there's this hard problem of animal exploitation, abuse and use. But yeah, then it goes to like I said, I don't hear so far any kind of commentary about nature itself being insidious, disgusting. It's a slaughterhouse. As a practical matter, animals are, even people, you're better off getting run over. You're better off having a drunk run you over on the street than dying of natural causes. In all probability, it's just a fact. So if you end up dying before, after, you end up getting run over. I guess the key thing is getting run over at the right time, when you actually have done your best work. Fuck the best women and fuck them well. And you're just not going to do it any better. And you're not going to cure anything or fix anything major. Yeah, then it's pretty much better for you to get out of here without knowing what hit you. Get greased in, the time it takes to snap fingers. These are practicalities of things. It's like that jumping off the building thing. It just seems like, bad way to die, but realistically, the actual dying part, you're not even going to know it happened. It's going to happen so fast. It's going to be over before you even begin it. You're just going to be dead very quickly. Ooh, I have to water the plant hiding over there. I've been working on some old 2-cycle engine shits, and got them running anyway. Chainsaw and a trimmer, see if I can get them running in a productive manner. So anyway, yeah, so I don't, I'm all for this, aggressive conversation, about humans suck, and the fact that, we can't even, even when a minor sacrifice, which vegetarianism is, it's minor sacrifice to eat these little tomatoes and stuff instead of eating cows. And people can't even make that. And so it's sort of a commentary on, just, how we're not good enough for the role we're playing as, Commander-in-Chief of planet Earth. Humans just aren't good enough for the job. Kind of a thing. Barbecuing. Yeah. As we speak, the horror goes on and on. Anyway, so I don't want to make a whole video out of this, but there's something on my mind. So yeah, go Banana Girl. She's just likable, she's all, energy, go Australian. So, yeah, it's all okay. I don't know if it's all okay. I'm saying that as shit on the internet goes, there's worse shit. I have some tomatoes that need plucking. That's tonight's, no, it's not really a dinner, but it'll augment dinner. Yeah. These are still mutated. I have to cut all those off so they don't, probably already let them cross-pollinate. Put their mutant genes into the pool. Bastards. Weeds are really aggressive. This whole pot's gonna fall apart. Be careful. Can't pull too hard or the whole pot will break, and I'll be kind of stupid. No, they all forget me nuts. Yeah, the deer don't eat those, so apparently I can plant them where I like. So next year they'll be everywhere. Yeah, that's enough. I'm trying to plant an apple tree, but it doesn't look too good. Hopefully it'll have a comeback next year. So anyway, enough. Until next time. Say goodnight. Well, close enough. Figured I'd do a summing up for the day video, since I've been doing this in pieces. Oh, I do have another little tomato there. Can I reach it? Can I? Oh, yes. Oh, my arm's stuck now. Oh. That one over there, too. I don't know why a couple of them just went early. But that's okay. A couple early little ones. Give you a taste for it. Do have some tomatoes here. It's good. These plants just grew kind of funny. I mean, you never know what you're going to get. You buy some seeds and you see what happens. So, I think they'll be okay. These other plants, they're kind of slow growing. So I don't have much on them. So it's kind of worrisome. They got better leaves, but I don't see no tomatoes on those yet. So I don't know if that's going to be. They look better, yeah, but I don't think they're better plants. So I mean, it won't matter. I'll just get the seeds from the best tomatoes and use those next year. That's what I usually do, but the quality of our tomatoes the last couple of years has gone down, so I figured it was time for some new seeds. So yeah, I mean, this is a nice plant, but yeah, No tomatoes on it yet. And so, better start making tomatoes. Anyway, so I did want to talk about something. It's just so, it's getting quite, nice in here. And such. Cat still fiddling about. Just did some trimming with the trimmer thingy that works. So that's kind of, I got a gas one and an electric one. So that's kind of good. Anyway, interesting news. Yeah, I wanted to mention Hoffa. They did a long, kind of a long video about a few subjects, but part of it was this the idea of not compromising with principles. And I think most of the arguments that people make about how it's just too draconian or something, I don't know if it really is, if you did it all the way. Just sounds like it would be a bad place to live, but I'm not sure it would be. You know, if there actually was a death penalty for jaywalking, just to make sure no one does it. Certainly a death penalty for, all these spammers out there would probably be a good idea. All the malicious phone callers and those kind of people, they really have to be put out of business. Accountability and such. But he was talking about his dog, and I didn't listen to all of that part, because he's having some gripes with people because he doesn't leash his dog. And, I personally find it a little offensive nowadays, just because, depending on the breed of the dog. You're not too worried about how much damage a beagle is going to do to you. But a pit bull can do some real damage. And, after I was attacked by a pit bull, who never did that before, it sure as hell woke me up to, how close you are to doom. Just absolute doom. Horror. And it's this idea of, it's fine if you want to assign a risk to yourself, but that's the irony of it, right? The owner has the least risk, and, he's just basically saying, I've assessed the risk and it's okay, I'm going to impose it on you. The risk of my dog doing something he never did before. And it may be catastrophic for you. And I'll say, I'm sorry. Well, gee, thanks. So we generally support people in their liberty, though. So, people have the impression that it's okay to assign risk to others because, we all do that in different ways. And, but, I find it just obnoxious, in a way. Especially under the circumstances. Like I said, it's not a coincidence that the two kinds of dogs that I've been bitten by lots of dogs. I delivered newspapers to lots of jobs where I was encountering dogs who I was violating their property. And so yeah, I got incidental little nips here and there. But the two breed of dogs that almost, if it wasn't for just plain fucking luck, well, it's actually three. What is it, a coincidence? The worst attacked pit bull, the second worst Doberman, the third worst German Shepherd. I mean, what, is that coincidence? I don't think so. Breeds do matter. And, if you have a dog that, is capable and has the tendency, you got a little bit more responsibility. I mean, Newfoundland dogs are huge, gigantic dogs, but I've never seen one do anything close to an act of violence. The breed is just so mellow. So yeah, you could say somebody with that breed of dog can have a little more confidence, maybe enough confidence, to take the chance. But, what are you doing under there, buddy? Stealing my blueberries? Damn cats. Anyway. So, So, that's the videos for the day. I'm going to try to, I'm just still in my remanufacture my existence. Yeah, I'm going to remanufacture my existence. Now that I'm almost too old to care. I'm going to try to remanufacture myself. Let's see. I say I'm going to try things, and it doesn't mean I'm really going to try. Just means I'm going to have a vague thought about it, and I might get around to it someday. So we'll see how it goes. Lock up the garden for the night. Deers haven't figured this out yet, so I'm lucky. Anyway, not lucky. Really is a. Ooh, you can see them really good in the dark. It really is kind of dark. They show up pretty good. You have to come out in the morning and really get an idea of it. Really, it's quite nice. Anyway, that's enough. Until the next time. This is such a plain kind of flower, but I really love this color. Glad I got some of this. I had those last year. Same location last year. It's kind of funny. I ended up planting in the same place. I like that color. Anyway, till the next time.